great character because of the development he goes through. It's reason people don't like Hope is because he's
Ooh.
realistic.
He's a whiny little bitch.
Yeah, he's realistic. That's why people don't like him. That's it.
Possibly.
He's one of the best written characters. That's why people don't like him.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I never thought of it that way. I never thought of it that way. I'll
Like,
give you that.
if anyone out there had what happened to him happen to them, they would have been exactly the same. And that's what I don't like him.
I have to say, I spent most of the time just staring at Vanille when she turned around every time. It's just like I need to get my eyes.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to look anywhere but that arse. It's just like, oh Jesus, God damn it. But yeah, the Final Fantasy 13 was not a good game. And as I said, I don't have a thing against Lightning because she was a kick-ass character. And when I say kick-ass, she kicked ass. I don't mean she was a great character. You know, she could beat the crap out of people. She was like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer without any of Buffy's actually interesting characteristics.
Or any characteristics at all, really.
She was, yeah, okay, she didn't have much of a characteristic, but at least she wasn't hypersexualized until Lightning Returns. That was just, oh, Jesus
Didn't
Christ.
play that one, so I cannot comment.
I didn't, I played the demo, and you know, she has a costume change system in that as well, and that they just really overdid it with the costume changes.
Sounds good.
Sounds like Japanese video games. Uh, which actually, yeah, the waifu stuff just really rubs me the wrong way.
Speaking of waifu bullshit, did you
Uh,
ever play? It's on Vita, so you can check it out. Conception 2.
I played the demo and I ran away screaming.
Yep, that was the appropriate reaction. I had to review it.
Wow.
Yep.
Tell me about Conception 2
I
while
don't.
we're
I
in
don't want
this.
to. It's garbage.
Yeah. Did you hold people's hands and have babies?
Yeah. And I used those babies to make parties which were incredibly obvious to make to beat every enemy ridiculously easily with no effort.
Yeah, I think Chris has turned off his mic so he can scream in
Yeah.
pain and suffering.
Oh
Fuck
no,
this
I'm
Japanese bullshit.
carry on. I'm
uh,
just looking at pictures of Conception 2 and already on like there is a apparently you can also change clothing.
mm,
Yeah, that's there.
mm. Uh, one good game that actually came out on 3DS and Vita was Virtue's Last Reward. God, that is a good game.
It's a visual novel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a visual novel with like adventure escape moments. So you have to work out how to open a door. There are puzzle elements in it, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay. That's pretty cool.
it's one of the best games I played last year by far. It
I
was brilliant.
tried the first one. What was it
Nine
called?
nine
Yeah, no, no,
days,
no.
9 doors, 9 hours. I love
Yeah,
that
just
game as
couldn't get
well.
into it really.
It's very much the sequel to that. And if you didn't like that, then I
But it's
wouldn't.
not that I didn't like that.
Okay, then what was it?
That.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But I mean, you have a 3DS, don't you?
Yeah.
Buy it on the 3DS when you can. It really
Yeah, it's
is
probably
worth it.
worth doing. It looks good.
It's I don't think it's too expensive as a cart these days. So
Be surprised if you could find it.
you can get it's because it's region free. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, of course. I miss those days. I have a Japanese copy of Phoenix Wright. Those
Yeah,
days.
I miss those. I've got my Super Robot Tyson uh, DS collection, and I look at the fact that the new Super Robot stuff in on the 3DS can't be bought. It just makes me sad.
Probably import a Japanese
3DS.
3DS X, not XL, old
Yeah,
3DS, one I've got, good one.
very tempted to do that many times. I
Probably
actually,
worth it for the Japan exclusives and stuff.
well, I started with a 3DS, the Legend of Zelda limited edition 3DS.
Yeah.
I had one of those, and then I traded up to an XL, the blue XL, and now
Well,
it just sits there
how do you find
waiting.
the XL?
I like it. I liked the because I got it to play that game with the changing of the things and the Final Fantasy, which wasn't a Final Bravely Default. I got it to
Yeah.
play Bravely Default because I wanted to, have the bigger screen. It's a real shame they didn't put the second uh, nub in there. So we still have to buy that god awful IR pad thing, so you can have two different pads to, you know, play something like Resident Evil
Yeah.
or Monster Hunter. It's I like it, but
I've tried the XL a few times, and I just hate the what do you call it? Screen stretch. It stretches the image, and you get all this kind of pixely crap.
artifacting.
Yeah, I couldn't stand that.
I didn't have any of those problems with the games I played. I played Mirror of Fate on it and didn't have any problems. Because of course Nintendo do actually do pretty good buy one get three free deals, don't they?
It was buy free get one free.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean.
Yep. I chose Mirror of Fate as well, and I regret it.
I enjoyed that game. There you go.
There you go.
um, yeah, yeah. I, the 3DS has some great games, but we very rarely see them. We don't get Yokai Watch. We don't get.
It's coming.
Is it?
Yep.
Really?
Released to America, so I would assume here.
I don't assume anything. Don't assume anything.
It's really popular in Japan, apparently.
Yeah. But so was Ni no Kuni, and I really found the non-DS version of Ni no Kuni really tough to get through. DS one I like. The PS3 version I gave up after a while.
You know what I want a sequel to?
What do you
Blue
want?
Dragon.
There's a DS version.
Not a sequel, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was the same game.
No, it's a sequel to the events of Blue Dragon.
Yeah, but I want a big screen one.
It's not bad. Not a bad game. You should take a look at it.
Let's have a look. Blue Dragon Plus.
Yep.
2009. How did I miss this?
2009. Jesus Christ. I'd like to see another Lost Odyssey game. That was a great game. And I think everybody in the universe agrees we need a new Vampire the Masquerade game.
I never
Don't.
got too deep into the first one.
Stop signs are the enemy.
Stop signs are the enemy.
Hmm.
I think everybody agrees that it's time we had a new Vampire the Masquerade game, just with the same amount of love and attention that Troika gave the second one. First one wasn't bad either, actually. It's on GOG at the moment. It's called Redemption.
Don't you have to patch the crap out of that game to get it
Bloodlines.
decent?
Yep. Troika had a very hard time making that game, and it shows.
Yeah, near the end, I think they ran out of money, and Valve told them you can't release at the same time as we release Half-Life 2 because that would be not good for us. I think it was the first third-party source game. Yeah. So I think it was also a bit unstable, a bit buggy
Very.
because of that. Yeah.
And there was a ton of stuff cut, and just
That as well. Yeah.
quest lines which went nowhere, and things that generally made no sense. But the community has patched it quite severely, and now it's a hell of a gem of a game. It's a wonderful thing. The only bad thing about it really is its descent into action game near the end.
Yeah. If you don't spec into combat at least a little bit, you're going to have a hard time. That's correct.
That's no good.
It's a shame.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame.
You can't just wander around being a Nosferatu all the time, however fun that might be.
God damn it. That's all I wanted to do as well.
Nozzies. Everybody likes a good nozzy.
I take my crazy over nausea.
Malkavians are... yeah, they're difficult. It has to be said.
I need to spoil it myself while playing through the game.
I, I've read a lot of the White Wolf fiction, so you grow attached to some of the old vampire stuff as opposed to the, I think they call it the Requiem now, as opposed to the Redemption because they rebooted it all. And yeah, some of the clans are much more interesting than others, and Nosferatu is certainly up there, just because of who they are. Bruja are really boring because they just beat the crap out of everybody. Tremere are quite fun with all their batshit insane conspiracy stuff going on, and the thaumaturgy, as they like to refer to it.
Bloodlines does not appear to be on GOG.
Oh, it's on Steam.
Ah.
Yeah, it's on Steam, but I think you can deploy the community patches also on the Steam version. Should be easy enough to do.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And then
This is
make a
where
Malkavian, because you want to be a Malkavian.
That's where I
There's nothing-
find out I've already got it, isn't it?
Nothing is sensible when you're a Malkavian.
A what?
Unless those 3 minutes where you get the half of the game spoiled to you.
Well, does it matter? At the point.
If you if you can understand that this just happened, then yeah. I mean, it's weird when you play it through a Malkavian the first time, and then with a normal guy the second time, how much you get spoiled is interesting.
But Malkavians are supposed to be seers anyway, so it kind of makes sense in that context.
Yeah, but then I think your character talks in metaphors all the time. He never really addresses a guy by his first name. He always goes roundabout with it.
Yes, it's brilliant. I miss Troika as well. They did Arcanum, didn't they? Arcanum, Steam works.
Yeah, and Temple of the Elemental Evil.
Ah, yeah. I should look at that. Apparently, that's got a really good combat system.
It's pretty close to the 3.0 pen and paper rule set.
God, we've gone off topic so far.
Just
So
a bit.
far off topic.
Yeah, we should wrap up.
Yeah. At this point, talking about Dungeons and Dragons, I mentioned it earlier that I'm going to be looking at Neverwinter, hopefully, eventually this time, sometimes this week. Is anybody going to be joining me for that? You can find the time to download it, of course.
Sure, why not?
It's a free-to-play game, and we can go and Dungeon and Dragon. I really like Dungeons and Dragons online as well, just because of the whole Dungeon Master stuff. I think that's kind of cool. Cool game, Turbine. So, do we have anything else we want to talk about before wrapping it up? Just Adam, usually it's Cynical Gamer, isn't that right? Or Critical Gamer? There
Critical
we go.
Gamer.
Not Cynical Gamer, that's Total Biscuit again. Criticalgamer.com.
UK. Code.uk.
Co.uk for Adam's reviews. The last one being Crypt of the Necrodancer, which hopefully is up by now.
Yep.
Excellent.
Had a little hands-on preview of the alpha, I believe it was, they sent me.
Good. Chris, you've just put together your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I have to. I'm still messing around with encoding settings and making decision if I actually want to upload something on it, to be honest. But maybe I have to think about it.
Okay, well, let me know when you want me to put a link in, if you want me to put a link in. I'll be uploading stuff during the week, as I usually do. Some more Ninja Blade, probably some more Silent Hill, and the occasional bit of League and Dota. That has been Free to Play Cabaret, episode 3. What do we want to call this? Shall we go off on a tangent? The tangent episode.
Tangential Mountains.
Tangential. That's a good one.
I've got an update, by the way. There is now a baseball bat on my mountain.
Wow, you should do a Twitter feed of this.
Should.
My name is Jazz, otherwise known as Jasper. Joining me have been BM Panda, otherwise known as Gunslinger Panda, otherwise known as Adam,
Goodbye.
and TBK, or Pobaxi, otherwise known as Chris.
Mountain.
Indeed. So it's a good night from me and a good night from them.
Mountain.
Good night, everybody.